EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with my partner, Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league, and we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from Ford Field. He fields it at the 8. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
And even though he's just a rookie, Mike, I think it's safe to say Jayden Daniels, he is one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. And on top of that, he's not a one-dimensional player. Yes, he's going to make splash plays with his feet, and he's going to make some highlight reel plays. But he is a quarterback. He can make every throw. He's got great arm talent. If he can continue to find the balance between those two aspects, he's got a chance not to have just success today, but he has a chance to have success for a long time in this league.
12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Harry McLaurin, touchdown Commanders. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. Second play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. He's got it, and the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders 7, Lions nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
Goff going to open up with a throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Kevin Zeitler, the vet, guilty that time.
Still first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs.
It's 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown.
The gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. Here's Goff. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. He slams it in there, and he is in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Daniels now on first down. got a man. It's that rookie third-round pick. And he'll be taken down at the 30. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. First and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Open man downfield is Brown. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here for Robinson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Al Gonzalez to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their second possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I, back from Ford Field in Detroit. In a moment, they face 2nd down and 7. Goff to throw. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. David Montgomery, touchdown Lions. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Lions will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the 1st half, it hasn't worked. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Daniels. Quickly to the outside and complete.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Throwing again, Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And he will have the 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To the air again is Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time? You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him. He really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
His kick is good. And the Commanders get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. This one will be taken in the end zone, no run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one.
Gonzalez.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Reynolds now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Look wide, get this one complete.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So, on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Olamide Zaccheaus deep to return. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, the defense beats him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That's taken at about the 14. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. To the outside, that's St. Brown. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Now, Goff. He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Williams in motion. Quick throw, taken in.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield, even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
On 2nd down, Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. On target to Laporta. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Commanders' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The tight end, Ertz, in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The tight end, Ertz, in motion. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. On the give to Eckler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Give, and here comes Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from downtown Detroit.